Hey everyone, Egman here with another deck profile. This is the Ultimate Box Jiren. So I tried really hard to make this deck. This in no way is this, well, I would say top tier or anything, but I had to make the leader. So there it is. I think like the so let me just talk about the leader real quick. So when this card attacks a leader, you can discard one Universe 7 card from your hand, draw 2 cards. So that's actually pretty good cycle. Putting Universe 11 into your discard pile, which is really important. Awaken at 4, you untap 2, flip him over, and then when he attacks on the flip side, he draws 1, and then you can choose during the active main, not battle, active main, 9 Universe 11 cards in your drop area, remove them from play, and then this gets quadruple strike. So that's, it seems really cool and like a really, like having a quadruple strike on your leader like that, but it is really hard to make good use of that. And the fact that that's the only thing that the Awaken size does is kind of lackluster. But I want to make a deck for it, so I did. I think the tournament power leader is better, and then just ramping up for this Jiren Universe Strongest that also has quadruple strike and can't get countered or blocked, because this guy can still get blocked. You run some battering laser, so they can't counter it. But this is just for fun. This is if you want to run this leader and have some fun with it. So let's go through all the Universe 11 cards we run. So we have our one drop is Topper. This is you look at the top 3, get a Universe 11 and add them to your hand. So that's pretty okay. There's Kunshi. This one's actually, Kunshi's really good. So you choose one card from your life and add it to your hand. And then if there's another Universe 11 in play, you can choose one of your opponent's battle card with energy 4 or less, switches the rest. So that's really good. It helps keep your opponent's board clear. It can rest the blocker, which is important, so I'd say he's good. Next we have 4 Zorei. He's blocker, which is alright, but if there's another Universe 11 in play, he's not KO by battle once per turn. So he's kind of like a really good double blocker sometimes, right? Because they'll have to commit 2 things into it to try to to kill him, and then you can also combo out one the second time when he's about to die, and he just stays there. So that's good. 4 super combos. It's the Universe 11 one, so it's 5 or less. So that's good. 4 Dispo. So Dispo is good for defense. It's the you pay 1 for his combo, and he comes out into play in rest mode. So that's good. Between him and Tupper, those are the really only things you can do on turn 1. So good for him. I'm running 4 Explorer Bulma, and so this might be a bit of a weird choice, but when you play it, you place the top 2 cards from your deck into the drop area. So you fuel both of these Jirens, and then also you get to untap 2 energy and draw cards. So on turn 3 or higher, she only cost 1, but I think that's handy. It's just good support. 4 Allied Justice Topo. When you play this card, look at the top 10 cards of your deck. They should have been 11, but anyways, the top 2 of your deck, or 10. Get 2 Universe 11 with 3 or less energy, and play them in rest mode and shuffle your deck. So this card's good, but I wish, like, if you had the Awakened Other leader, it'd be so much better because they switch to active. But and then there's also there's the promo Dispo that I thought about running, but it's a 4 cost with blocker. But if you have 2 Universe, or I think it's like if you have 4 Universe 11 in your drop area, it's only a 2 cost, but it's only in hand. If that was in permanent all areas, so you can get him off Topo, that'd be really good. But I feel like they dropped the ball on that one. Next up is the other new card from the Ultimate Box is Clownish Destruction Belmod. Bearer Double Strike. When you play this card, you can look at the top 3 cards from your deck, choose up to 1 card among them, add them to your hand, put the rest in the drop area. If you didn't choose any to add in your hand, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. I wish it didn't say rest mode. I don't know why it said rest mode. Like, I know the whole Universe 11 thing is rest mode, but if it just said KO something, it'd be super good. It'd be fine. No one would say it's broken. But it has to be rest mode, and at this point of the game, like, it doesn't really matter. if your opponent, like when you play him out, you usually want to swing for game. So a card in rest mode doesn't really matter. But if we're, I guess if we're going more control-y, it's fine. I don't know. I think there's a lost opportunity for here. And then it's barrier, double strike. Barrier blocker would be so much better too, but I don't know. I feel. Last is Jiren, Universe Strongest. I think I already said this, but so it's got deflect, so it can't be crusher balled. Quadruple strike, and then both its the way you get this out is that if you have 9 or more Universe 11, you drop area, you reduce the energy costs in your hand by 6, so it only costs 6. And then your opponent can't counter or block. So off the bat, it's a 40k quadruple strike in this meta where people love to self-awaken each other. This could be, if you get him out, you can pretty much win. It's just getting to turn 6. So we have 8 negates. So 4 Flying Nimbus, the best negate in the game because it tells your opponent to stop attacking. And then Coco at, I don't actually know how to say her name. Zone. So you negate the attack. Then if your leader is Universe 7, you choose one of your opponent's back cards and switch to rest mode. So this negate's really good, especially because you don't have to pitch an extra card to activate it. But let's say your opponent has 2, if they swing at their leader first or something, you play this, you rest mode their other card. That's really good for controlling because then you can destroy their card in your turn or with Bell mod, I guess. But this is a really good single negate, which can be turned into a double negate if your opponent doesn't play around it, especially because it doesn't have like a 3 or less energy cost stigma. And then we're running 3 battering laser. This is if like we actually try to attack with the leader. I don't think that will ever happen. At least in my playtesting, it never really worked. But there's that just in case, because you need, if you make it quadruple strike and then your opponent pays 1 energy to play Lisa's Coercion, you feel really bad. So that's why I'm running this. And then also, I guess I forgot about Topo, the new one. So this is pretty much the only reason we're running this guy, even though he's not super good with this leader. But so he EX evolves for 1 and placing the 3 cards from the top of your deck. It has to be a Topo with 4 more. So I guess it could be the other Topo, but anyways, it doesn't have the Universe 11 tag. When this card evolves into the card, if your leader's Universe 11, you have 8 or more Universe 11 in your drop area, you draw 2 cards, and it gets double strike crit for the turn. So that's good, but I think it's better, and it's barrier blocker too. So if you had the other leader, I just keep saying that, but if you have the other leader, so you attack double strike crit with this guy, and at the end of your turn you untap him, and then he's blocker barrier still. So that's good. So I don't know. It's really neat. I remember when I first saw that, I saw it got quadruple strike. I'm like, whoa, that's really powerful, or that's like has the potential to be really powerful. But I don't think right now it's the best. But here's the deck for it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you would do anything different besides changing the leader to the tournament power leader. I'll probably make a deck list with that one pretty soon because I keep talking about it. But this is the deck, and I'll catch you guys next time.